Hey guys, it's Jason. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you decided to join me again today. My project today is I'm going to be starting some cardinal flower lobelia from seed. Um, I grow this mainly for the hummingbirds. Uh, this was a big hummingbird magnet last year in my garden, so I'm very much looking forward to these again this year. So the varieties I'm going to sow this year. Last year, all I had in my garden were the normal native cardinal flower red lobelia. This year, I'm trying a few different starship varieties, which are supposed to be a shorter growing variety. So the native cardinal flower I'm growing is ones I collected myself from seed from my plants this past season. And then I'm growing Lobelia Starship Scarlet Bronze Leaf from Select Seeds. I'm also going to grow these two varieties from Gelito Jet Seeds. They are Starship Blue and Starship Rose. So these cardinal flowers that came from the companies, they have been pelleted, and they're pelleted seeds, so they don't last. The germination rates go down every year that you don't plant them. So I went and sowed some already in jugs, containers out in the side yard for this season to see how well they do. But I figured I would go ahead and germinate the rest of them indoors, see how they do, and not take any chances on saving them from year to year. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and start filling up my potting mix here. I've already pre-moistened my potting mix. This is just a mixture of peat moss and perlite to make it nice and airy. And I'm using 2-inch containers to sow these in, so that way I won't have to pot them up as soon as I would if I was using plug trays. So the cardinal flower, like I said, they're one of my favorite perennials for growing for the hummingbirds, and they look great in the garden. The dwarf varieties, this is the first year that I've grown them. I've bought them before from garden centers, and I haven't had very good luck with them coming back from year to year. I've heard they're a little less hardy than just your native cardinal flower. But I figure I'll give it a shot from seed and see how it does. My mother-in-law has a variety of the Starship lobelia, and it's looking pretty good right now, even in winter. Like it might come back this season. But even if it does, from what I've read, they're a shorter lived perennial than just the native cardinal flower. All right. Give these a pat down. Then I'll give them one more scoop on top to flatten them out. There you go. Okay. get any big pieces off the top here that might hinder germination. Okay. There's my seed starting mix. I'm just going to add a little bit of water down here in the bottom of the tray. Just to moisten those up a little bit more. And I'll also spritz the top. And I'll probably spritz the top again once I get the seed in. Just to get it settled. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make my tags. I've got Starship Rose. I just use old cut up blinds for my tags. Might as well repurpose them while I have them. Starship Blue. Starship Scarlet. Bronze Leaf. And then my native cardinal flower. Okay. I'm going to get my seeds out. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the Scarlet Bronze Leaf, just because I know there's not very many in here, because I just winter sowed some of these, and there were not very many in the package, so there's not very many in any of these packages of Starship Cardinal flowers. Let's start this back row. One, two, three, and four. Looks like I had 4 left, so I'm just doing 1 per cell on these, and I'm going to hope that they germinate. So I'm just going to surface sow these and then just kind of push them in slightly. Okay. The next one we'll do the Starship Rose. I believe I got more of these, so I could probably do a couple per cell. It's hard to tell because a lot of this white coating that they pelt the seeds with breaks off. It's hard to tell what is the seed once you get it all dumped out. 1. There's such tiny seeds. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay, now I'm going to go back through and see how many I can get per cell. Looks like I'm getting about 2 or 3 in a cell. So that way, if one doesn't germinate, hopefully the other one will. Okay. I'm just going to slightly push those in. Okay. So I've got 4 cells of the Scarlet Bronze, 8 cells of the Starship Rose. And let's do the blue lobelia now. Like I said, the native cardinal flower did very well for me using the winter sowing method last year. So, in all of these varieties that I'm sowing today, I also have outside currently being winter sowed. Okay, looks like I got 12 cells of the Starship Blue sewed in. And I'm just gently pushing them into the soil. It's hard to tell the seed once I get it pecked in there because of the perlite. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to do 2 rows of the native cardinal flower. Now these are probably going to be pretty heavily seeded because these seeds are very, very tiny. Let me see if I can show you how tiny these seeds are. So that's my cardinal flower seed from the native cardinal flower. I can show you just how tiny these are. I don't know if that's picking up very good on camera or not, but that's how tiny they are. Okay, so that does it. I've sowed all my cardinal flowers, and I'll be putting a humidity dome on top of it. Okay, now I've got the humidity dome on top, and I'm just going to bring it over here. I'm going to set it on top of these trays here to get it closer to the lights. There it is. I'll keep you updated with how those do. In the meantime, if you were with me when I sowed the geraniums and the Eryngium seed, here's my tray of those. I think they did pretty good. I got 100% on the geranium seeds. And the Eryngium looks like it's getting pretty close to being 100%. But I guess that's not really right because I planted 3 or 4 seeds per cell on those just to make sure I had some germinate. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'll keep you updated on how the cardinal flowers do, and hopefully I'll have some pretty hummingbird pictures for you next spring once they come into bloom. In the meantime, hope you enjoy these hummingbird photos from the cardinal flower that I grew from seed last year. Thanks for watching.